Okay, I know we just did Shovel Knight, but you're gonna have to trust me on this one. It's totally worth it. And now, G, E, Q, G, A, R, O, E. Cheat code activate. Yes, this game has cheat codes. And you'll see why this one is my favorite. Nothing unusual yet. Not quite yet. Now, there we go. Giant Shovel Knight. This is a ridiculous code. And the ways in which this code affects the game are strange, but there. First of all, since you're giant, you end up moving a lot faster and jumping a lot higher. But your hitbox is awfully odd. You can clip through the ground at will. Your hitbox for collecting things is the space between his feet. Your hitbox for hitting things is... Oh, I didn't know you could juggle those more than once. Anyway. Yeah, it's just generally kind of ridiculous, and I think it's really funny, actually. So, we're gonna try to beat the game as Giant Shovel Knight. I've done this before. Obviously, they did not expect anyone to be clipping through into that blackness. You can take damage from those bubbles? I didn't know that either. So, yeah, Giant Shovel Knight can just sort of say screw that to a lot of obstacles and, like, jumps and stuff. But on the other hand, it's a lot scarier trying to navigate spikes because I'm not entirely sure what part of his hitbox counts. I'm pretty sure that to beat the game as Giant Shovel Knight, you need to buy the Charge Slash to hit certain things in front of you at certain points. And you also need either the Phase Locket or Ichor of Boldness for a few areas. Because there are some points in which, like, as soon as you get on the screen, you'll get hit because you're too large. And that can be a problem. So, yeah, you're gonna definitely need something for that. This is what I mean by you'll need the Charge Slash, because there's dirt right in front of me, but I can't hit it. There's some spots where that is a problem. Though you can just sort of speed through a lot of other spots. So I guess it works out in the end. I'm not really going for anything particular other than beating the game. But you definitely go a lot faster when you have larger strides. I sort of wonder if they tested the game with these cheats in use, though, because it is possible to beat the game, even under these odd circumstances. And for some reason, the hitbox for these doesn't matter if they're right in front of you. I don't really know exactly how that works. Oh well, it's not that big of a problem. Another thing that's a problem sometimes with Giant Shovel Knight is accidentally breaking checkpoints when you're trying to hit things near them. But one thing that's not a problem is boss fights. It's so much easier to hit these guys repeatedly, especially with down stab, since you cover basically most of the universe with your hitbox. He didn't even get a chance to do anything. We're going to be skipping dialogue and cutscenes that we don't need to see. Because I've already shown those in the blind run. But I might show a few things that I didn't see in the blind run, depending. You cannot actually jump on these houses, despite them having identical roofs. Roofs? Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this meal ticket. Get a nice grilled cheese sandwich. So you can't jump on the roof in the houses in the first screen, but of course you can jump on these. Because there's actually a treasure chest here that's really well hidden in. What's in your attic? It is money, I will put it on my belt. You carry a heavy burden on your shoulders. Another thing that becomes silly when you're giant is this minigame. So basically everything becomes silly. It becomes hard to miss. Miss the bottles anyway. Look at all these points, yeah! $336. I think it's probably not possible to get that many points as, like, a regular-sized human instead of a giant guy who's giant. Also, there's some musics for you. So let's do some other shopping. By the way, there's also a gym up there. I didn't know that. That's weird. I really want to see how the fishing rod works when you're giant. Let's buy one of those, though. I gotta try to use the fishing rod when I'm not accidentally talking to people. There's an achievement for bouncing on this hoop for 5 seconds. I don't know why. Now that's just silly. What? A sword? Anyway, we definitely need to watch this again. It's important. There we go. I don't think it's possible to get the song from this as Giant Shovel Knight. Now that I figured out how the fishing works. But I do have an extra song? Oh right, it's the one I picked up from down there. We will take this opportunity to get the other travel chalice. And put it on my utility belt. By the way, do not sully our waters with thy filthy body. Next time I won't be so merciful. Yep, there's unique dialogue for drowning yourself there. Anyway, time for King Knight. By the way, there's something directly to the left. I'm pretty sure that it's a rule that if you're doing a side-scroller type video game, that you gotta have one stage at least where whatever you like, you have to have at least one stage where something is hidden directly behind the player at the start of the stage. Most cases that's directly to the left. It's similar to how if you have waterfalls in video games, you've got to hide something behind at least one of them. Pretty sure it's like mandated. Anyway, let's blast our way through this stage like crazy giant people, because we are exactly that. Beware, foolish mortals. I am the huge knight. I do what I want and it doesn't make sense. And then you all die. I don't know what kind of laugh that is. Pretty stupid one. Of course, still gonna ignore that guy. Naturally, it becomes a lot more difficult to deal with the chandeliers here. It's not like you take any reduced damage, so that happens. This totally makes sense. This hole was made for me. Come on, Shovel Knight. You can do it. Yeah! And bonk. Okay, that totally makes sense, you guys. I have no objections whatsoever. I'm probably not going to buy a few of the relics, but I'm going to buy this one just to demonstrate that it comes out where you'd actually expect it on the sprite instead of like out of his foot or something. But like the ground spark comes out of his foot. Presumably the alchemy coin does. It's strange. I don't think the game can agree on its hitbox for Giant Shovel Knight. It can't agree with itself. There's one of the screens where you immediately take damage. Want that carrot, I guess. I don't know, I was expecting something more. See, there's an example of accidentally hitting the checkpoint. Checkpoints even stay cracked even if you don't break them all the way. Ignoring you! Wow, that checkpoint system is really generous in this stage. I guess it's the noob stage, so, you know, whatever. There's some stuff over here, it's just money. I don't really care. I should get 1-ups for that. I mean, come on. I know this game doesn't even have lives, but that was totally some Koopa jumping worthy of 1-ups. Still ignoring that guy. And yeah, there's stuff over there too, but it's not important. Over there, I mean through the left, through the wall. This section's probably gonna involve tanking some hits. Yeah, I thought so. Hey, chandelier, hey. Thank you. Okay. Still ignoring you. There's only one mini-boss you can't ignore, and that's in Plague Knight stage. But let's make King Knight even more pathetic than he usually is. Yep. That happened. Arguably. Even giants need to put out their forest fires. You could probably just step on it, really. It's amazing how he made such a small campfire with such large shovel and hands. Huh. Now, Specter Knight. There is nothing directly to the left in this stage. This stage, of course, has the phase locket, which I said you probably need. I'll try not to abuse it, though I probably will. Even though I've gotten better about abusing the phase locket off camera, I'm probably still going to use it because I don't know entirely how the hitboxes work. And for stuff like Propeller Knight stage, where it's covered in spikes, I'm not really... I don't like the idea of risking it so much. There's not much here. I'm just gonna ignore, like, side paths and stuff. You can skip this guy, but I think I might as well just do that. Because... screw him. Ha! Platforming puzzles are for the weak. And small. Gee, I wonder where Shovel Knight is. I can't tell because of the silhouette stuff that's going on. Yup. Just a chest down that ladder. Just a music scroll to the left. You'd think Giant Shovel Knight would weigh more, but in actuality, he weighs exactly the same as regular Shovel Knight. See, this is some worrying spikes nonsense, but you don't count as that huge for the purposes of that particular room. It's much safer to go up the top here. Shuffle this head over here a little bit, and there we go. Hey, wait, no, hold on. Ah. Silliness is happening. Phase locket's over here. This weapon slash item is still ridiculous. You can totally ignore them and just go over the top again since you jump so high, but whatever. Delicious cartoon meat. Song scroll in that chest. Can you... Yeah, you can. That's interesting. Ignoring you. See, I'll ignore that one just to show that you can. Guys, help! I can't see where Shovel Knight is at. It's so hard to tell. You don't need to knock the broccoli into the air, but you can bounce on it even when it's grounded to get a little bit of extra height that you need there. You know, it doesn't really look that much like broccoli, but it's not gonna stop me. Alright, Ghost Man, Specter Knight. I don't care if I take damage, because you're gonna take more. I could dig a whole graveyard in one swing. Take that, guy. But now, of course, we have to rescue Shield Knight from falling from the sky in our dreams. But more importantly, money! Shield Knight, no! I will catch you between my feet, acrobatic-like. That's totally how acrobatics is like. It involves mostly catching people between your feet. Just rummage through the trees there. And we're on to our second set of bosses. Get off the town. I need to go there. Yeah, whatever. Out of my way, fool. Didn't mean to talk to you. By the way, there's magic in that sign. Because why not? Prepare for me your finest tiny morsel. What the hell is that? I don't know. Gonna eat it anyway. Gonna get some magic too. And with that, that's the first part of Giant Shovel Knight. Next time, we're gonna start the second set of bosses.